After Fujian, satellite images point to China's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier in Dalian. After successfully launching the Type 003 aircraft carrier Fujian, equipped with the electromagnetic aircraft launch system EMALS, China has signaled an increasingly ambitious direction in its naval power development. This technology, previously mastered only by the United States, represents a major leap for the People's Liberation Army Navy. However, Beijing appears unwilling to stop at this milestone. Attention is now shifting toward the development of China's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, widely believed to be the Type 004. If realized, this project would not merely add another combat platform, but could fundamentally alter the balance of power in the Western Pacific. The strongest indications of China's nuclear aircraft carrier program come from satellite imagery analysis conducted by Japan's National Institute for Defense Policy Research, NIPR. The institute identified large structures at the Dalian shipyard in Liaoning Province, a strategic facility previously used to assemble the aircraft carrier Shandong. According to NIPR, these structures display characteristics consistent with reactor containment vessels, components that are only relevant to nuclear-powered warships and absent from conventional aircraft carrier construction. These findings were later reported by the Japanese newspaper Sankei Shimbun, drawing widespread attention from international military analysts. NIPR compared the structures observed in Dalian with similar facilities at Newport News Shipbuilding, the only shipyard in the United States capable of constructing nuclear-powered supercarriers. The visual similarities were considered too specific to be coincidental, particularly since no comparable structures appeared during the construction of China's previous aircraft carriers, Liaoning, Shandong, and Fujian, all of which rely on conventional propulsion systems. This assessment has been reinforced by independent military observers monitoring commercial satellite imagery and blurred photographs circulating on Chinese social media platforms. One widely discussed image shows an exceptionally large hull section at the Dalian shipyard, believed to be directly linked to China's fourth aircraft carrier. Despite the poor image quality, the sheer scale of the object significantly exceeds that of earlier conventional carriers, strengthening suspicions that China is indeed pursuing a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. Even before these revelations, Japan's Ministry of Defense and the Pentagon had already indicated that China was pursuing long-term plans for a next-generation aircraft carrier. As is typical with strategic military programs, Beijing has offered no official confirmation. However, the high level of secrecy surrounding the project has only reinforced speculation that the vessel under development is far more than a routine naval platform. The NIPR report also highlights extensive expansion of Chinese naval infrastructure in Qingdao, Shandong Province, currently home to the aircraft carrier Liaoning. Satellite imagery reveals extended piers, the construction of a new naval airbase, aircraft hangars, and carrier landing training facilities. These developments are widely interpreted as preparations for the future deployment of China's fourth aircraft carrier. Should Qingdao become the primary home port for a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, the operational pattern of the Chinese Navy would change significantly. Activities once concentrated within the first island chain could extend deep into the second island chain, encompassing the Marianas, Palau, and Guam. For the United States, this would represent not merely a geographical shift, but a direct strategic challenge to its interests and power projection in the Western Pacific. Aircraft carriers are not merely large warships. They are symbols of national power and the primary instruments of global force projection. China's carrier journey began with Liaoning, a former Soviet vessel acquired from Ukraine and extensively refurbished, followed by the domestically built Shandong and the launch of Fujian with its EMALS capability. Yet Fujian still relies on conventional propulsion. This is where the Type 004 becomes decisive. A nuclear-powered aircraft carrier offers virtually unlimited operational range, massive electrical output to support advanced radar systems, future directed energy weapons, and EMALS, as well as greater internal capacity for aviation fuel and munitions. If the Type 004 enters service in the coming decade, China would surpass all regional competitors and enter a phase of direct competition with the United States on the high seas. The question would no longer be whether China challenges American naval dominance, but how quickly and how far that challenge will evolve.